Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. So we have something brand new and fun to share with you today. A brand new art printable. I'm so excited. Another vintage papeterie. I told you, I have so many pieces of old paper that I've been saving because I just love old paper. And so one of the things that I love that's old paper. Good morning, Nancy. How are you? One of the things I love, hi Connie, are tickets. And so, shut it. Look at this. So, all kinds of old tickets that I have been collecting forever and a day. So, and you'll see there's all kinds of them. Here's Buffalo Bill's Wild West show in North Platte, Nebraska. Shut it. July 18th, 1974. I love that. Kitty Park 1958 tickets. Let's see, what else do we have? Black Hawk County Fair. This one is a 5-cent ticket. You don't find those very often. Oh, look at this one. Tillamook County School District, school milk. And then there's another one for school lunch on here somewhere. Right here. Love that. Love it. And an S&H green stamp. So I scanned it as a photo, so you're going to get all the nuances of a photo. But I printed in black and white because remember my laser printer is only black and white. And so, but if you have a color printer, you could get something super cool. So if you are brand new here, if you would please like and follow and comment on Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I would greatly appreciate that. And then please ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. So I am going to do our trick of covering this with watercolor ground because I kind of have some ideas. So I'm going to open this. And then I'm going to use my big brush. This is a Moderna, and this is an 18, but it's just a flat. It has nice snap. That's why I chose it. Good morning, Vicky. Okay, I'm wetting my brush and I'm sticking it in my watercolor ground. Remember, this is, I want to thin this out so that I don't get solid coverage with this, but I want to get enough that I have, I get those properties of watercolor paper. And you'll notice, remember last week I did the experiment of printing on an inkjet printable, and then trying to put watercolor ground on top of that, and that was unsuccessful. I'm just gonna say. So now I'm just kind of trying to smooth it out. Get a nice even coverage. Sometimes it, look right there, I can see places where it's making a little bit, things a little more opaque than I want. I love these pointy fingers. They're super cute too, aren't they? Okay, so let's set this aside to dry. So I have been thinking about this ticket page for a while, and one of the things I was thinking was, wouldn't it be cool? I mean, you could use this in so many ways, right? So let's start blabbing about them. I think you could use it as an entire coverage, an entire background of a page in your art journal, right? How cool would that be to be your base? Super cool. Let's see. I am not getting comments. Whoops. Uh-oh. I'm not getting comments on my iPad, only on my phone. So let me see. Where are we? Hi, Luann. Hi, Mary. Okay, I'm going to stand up, see what I can see. Oh, yay! Oh, Vicky, I'm so glad you got your mail so quickly. Well, you are quite special to me, so that works out well. Yay, thanks. Thanks, Tam. Hi, Melody. Hey, Emily. Welcome. I love this printable too, Keely. I am just here for it. So one of the things that, seriously, I have a shoebox full of tickets, and I'm not telling a lie. So there'll be more ticket sheets, that's for sure. Oh, sorry, Connie, that you can't watch in person, but we'll be here. Hi, Bernadette. Welcome. Hey, Sue. Happy anniversary, Vicky. Okay, so it's not feeling all the way dry. So I'm going to set it aside. So I don't know why the tickets aren't working, or the comments aren't working. Anyway, well, they're starting to come. Now. There's a little bit of a lag. Who knows why? So I think I'm going to set this aside to dry, and then I'm going to get my art journal out. And do you remember we painted these two pieces last week, right? And remember I had talked about how I had chose these colors, and who knows why I did. Oh, you got yours too, Sue. Awesome. Anyway, and then, so we painted this, and this was a couple weeks ago, because this was another vintage papeterie. And then I took the Lucinda art principle, and I painted them in similar colors. And I had said that I had seen someone who did some splatters first, and then kind of enhanced those splatters. And they had painted a giraffe, remember? I cannot find that person. I have looked high and low for that person, and I cannot find them. But I thought it would be cool to, so I can't give them credit until hopefully it just pops up on my Instagram feed again. But I thought these would be fun to layer on top of this in my art journal. I do want to say that if you have done the latest Apple, if you have an iPhone, and you've done the latest Apple update, lots of people are posting on Instagram, but I'm going to tell you that Instagram, because of that, good morning, Cynthia. Oh, Debbie, I'm so glad you got your Happy Meal too. Those all came pretty fast. Um, I have another stack going out. Um, Instagram, when you do that update, something happens on Instagram. And so you need to be sure to go into your settings, you know, the little gear. Go into your settings and scroll down to Instagram. When you click on Instagram, click on, it says something like only when using this app or something like that. Click that, and then below it, you're going to see a button, you know, the ones that slide. If you slide it, it's green when it's on, and it's white if you slide to the left. There's a button that says precise location. Click that off because it won't say Peoria, Arizona. It will give my exact address. So you need to make sure that nobody can find your exact address except people that you want to find your exact address. So be sure to make that update. I just wanted to make sure that I, like everybody else, shut up, Tam. Is it really? Okay, I will make that adjustment. So did everybody read what Tammy said? It's actually for all of your apps. So you need to just go in, and it's not difficult or anything. You just want to go in and click that precise location to off. Okay, I'm cutting this flower, just fussy cutting kind of loosely, because I really want to see how it looks. On top of the base. Settings. And okay, so settings, when you go to settings and you scroll down, then you'll see a listing of all the apps that you have on your phone. Check each one of those apps. And I don't know if there's only when using this app, is that an option on all of the other apps too, Tam? Because that's what I had to click on to get to that precise location button, which was holy tamale. We just need to watch out for each other. Thanks, Sue. I do too, and I feel awful that I cannot find that person who that's so scary, isn't it, Keels? I feel awful that I cannot find the person who inspired me. Because, you know, I do not like people stealing. I can't think of a better word to say. Okay, let's see. Oh, you guys, look at how pretty this is going to be. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to continue to fussy cut these. What did you say, Tam? Yes, but you can you still have to unclick the precise. Yes. I just didn't know. Most things I have never on, but because I like to post where I am if I'm traveling. But you know, if that's going to be a dangerous thing, then I will absolutely, it's not necessary. I will absolutely take that away. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to, because I like this background so much. Oh, thank you, Sue. That's so kind. It's just frightening, though, isn't it? That people will use their time and energy to just be mean-spirited. I just have so little tolerance for that kind of stuff. So I just really like this background. So I thought, well, maybe I can build with this somehow. I mean, I still have to trim it down to fit in my art journal, but you get the idea. So I'm thinking if I mount it here, then I could absolutely build. Do you know what I mean? With that. With this, I need to trim down to fit in my art journal. Oh my gosh, and I just love it so much. Sorry about that. I'm going to take my rulers of art ruler, approximately 10 by 7¼ It'll be trimmed down from that for sure, but let's trim off the white part first. So funny, this morning my mom texted me and she said, "Are you getting flooding?" And I looked out the window and seriously, dry as a bone. She said there was flooding on the national news in Glendale, Arizona, which is a hop, skip, and a jump from me. And seriously, nothing here. Nothing. Isn't it weird how crazy rain can be, that it's, you know, that it's one place but not the other. Okay, let's go to 10. Trim off that. Now I'm sure I'm going to end up trimming a little bit more off this before I put it in my art journal, because I was measuring on the outside, but let's find a page. Look at this. I so want to grow this page. Do you remember? So I made just a little tip in with a flower that I had painted on that, on a vintage papeterie, and then I ran it back through the printer with one of my art printables. Shut it! Loving that. Let's see. Melody, I saw that. I saw that it's been crazy flooding in Mississippi. Isn't that something? It's frightening, isn't it? Yikes. I gotta find a clean page. Well, I could do here. And that looks like it's about to just fit. So let's glue it up. Like once this is down, then I can fiddle around with my composition of where I lay my flowers, where I put my sentiment, whatever that may be. I'm always finding cool quotes, and I have journal after journal after journal. of quotes. I just love quotes. So I'm going to really try and smush that down into the spine as close as I can get. Really smush it down. I might even come in with a brayer. Look at this brayer, so well loved. Let's really smush that down and then set that aside to dry too. Now I'll continue to work on my flowers. Exactly. Tammy, I'm telling you, once I got that big palette, holy smokes, I was able to do so much more. I was able to do so much more. And I found myself really using way more colors once I had all those colors like right at my disposal. So I'm going to fussy cut this one, and this one will be a fun one to layer because I don't have any flat edges on this one. It is a work of art in hands. And you know what's so funny? I have many of them. Well, my sister has it. The one that I used in art school. And I graduated from art school in 1988. I gave it to my sister, and now I'm like, maybe I'll just buy her a brand new one. And get that one back. I did not, Laura. I did not, because I didn't have room for, because I had so many primas. But I've thought about, hi Lori, welcome, welcome, welcome. I've thought about starting another one with like just random ones, because I also have, well, my Schmenke, those will always be in their own palette because they're just the loveliest. But I did, I did start to think about, because I have a bunch of handmade watercolors. I've thought about having a palette that's just all of my handmaids. Like all of my Hydra colors, the glimmery, sparkly ones, those I do have. I'm going to fussy cut right into there. I do have in their own palette, and it's the Starry Starry Night palette. But the others, I've thought about creating more bigger palettes. Do you know what I'm saying? So that I just need to pull those paints out and use them. I do love a handmade watercolor, I will say. They're quite something. There we go, almost all the way around. I'm super excited to start building this one. And I haven't decided exactly where I want to go with the tickets. Like, how do I want to paint those? What do I want to do? I'm thinking, because they're so busy, that just shades of colors. Thanks, Lori. They are from my Lucinda art printable. So, what do you think of that? I want to cover up that, oh, I kind of like that idea. What do you think about, well, let's see, about that, and then having it just kind of go up onto this page? I don't know. I'm kind of digging that idea. Or I could just move it over slightly so that it stays on its own page, but I kind of like the idea of this background staying here, and then, I don't know, maybe something up here. Oh, ooh, that's kind of looking cute. Everybody take a drink. But now I'm wondering if I should trim off the edges of that. Do you know what I mean? So I have more continuity, and I think the flowers will pop a little bit more. It's killing me to cut this off. But here's the thing. It's an art printable. I can do it again. Right? Because we've talked about don't try a new technique out just once. Try it out a bunch of times. Hi, Mom. I was just telling them how you texted me this morning and asked me about the rain, and I sent you a picture of my front yard, dry as a bone. So crazy how a big storm like that can come in one neighborhood and then completely miss the next. Who knows? I know, I kind of do too, Debbie. I like the layering idea, but I'm kind of digging the, as much as I loved that background, and it would have worked in a different application, but cutting it away is going to make these, because look at how these flowers pop on that busy background. So let's see, almost. I have that brand new vintage papeterie, and I haven't even really. I'm not focusing on that right now, and I feel like I should, as a business person, but as an artist, I'm digging this right now. That is a dilemma that hits you every day as a working artist. Like, I try really hard to have balance, like creative balance versus business balance. Hey, I tried this new place for lunch yesterday. Thank you, Michelle. Hey, speaking of Michelle, so Michelle has created a it is really cool, and I feel terrible that I cannot find the person who inspired me. Oh, you guys, what? Shut it! Look at that. Or it looks like it's just trailing down the page. That's making me so happy. What do you think? let's get that there. Yeah. Okay, speaking of Michelle. So, Michelle created an event in the Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs. No, Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott private Facebook group to go see the immersive Frida Kahlo event here in Phoenix. I put that on the main Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook page yesterday. We would love to have anyone join us that would like to. I purchased my ticket yesterday, and then last night I got my ticket and I bought it for the wrong day. So, heed my advice and don't do that in a hurry. Take your time. So I'll be calling them today to see if I can get it switched to Saturday, September 3rd at 10:30. That's the show we're going to see. We're going to go see that, and then we'll the other two things that I thought would be fun is we could find a fun, funky lunch place, and we could go to Arizona Art Supply. You don't have to go to all of them if you don't want. You know, whoever would like to attend is more than welcome. I bet you bought yours for the right day, Tammy. I did not. I bought it for this Friday. What? Tomorrow. What was I thinking? Whatever. I thought I was being so efficient. Anyway, and we just got the basic ticket. I have found that the VIP stuff doesn't really... I don't know. I just want to see the art. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm thinking that Arizona Art Supply is just the best store in the whole wide world. I just love that place. Joni and Carmen and I go on little field trips, and sometimes Tessa goes with us too. Go on little field trips there, and oh my gosh, we have so much fun. We have so much fun. You guys, I'm loving this so much. I'm gonna start gluing it down. So let's start. I wish you could too, Nancy. Is there anything up there near you? Just, those immersive programs are kind of coming everywhere. So just kind of keep your eyes peeled. I'm telling you, like it one time on Facebook or Instagram, and you'll be getting notifications for all kinds of things. Can I tell you the craziest thing? My niece, remember I was telling you that I went to a niece. Michelle, you're so funny. I'm always looking for, I always look for new paintbrushes when I go to Arizona Art Supply. Okay. How did I have that? I just want them to all kind of overlap. I'm digging that so much. What was I just saying? It was a good one too. Hey, Vicki Johnson. Chippewa, Sault Ste. Marie tribe of Chippewa Indians. Proudly. Card-carrying member. Do you? So where are you going to see Van Gogh? I wanted to take my parents to see Van Gogh so much. and when they were here, and the the venue that had Van Gogh, also had Klimt. Oh, my niece. Okay, thanks, Katie. You'll get used to me. My brain goes all over the place. It's a very busy place in there. My noggin. Okay, so my niece had these centerpieces at her wedding. Tell me this isn't weird as heck. Okay, so she had these centerpieces, and I had commented on them to my sister-in-law, and I'm not kidding. This is so weird. I went it this way, didn't I? So I was commenting on how they were pretty because they were tall, and you could see through the center of them. Whoops, that's the cap to my water bottle. You could see through the center of them, and the flowers were on top. And I was like, that's so cool because you can converse, back and forth over the table. And then there was a big, and she said, well, we borrowed them from somebody, and we have to return them. And so there was this big story about that, but never like what they looked like or anything, just that I said you could see through them. I am not kidding you guys. I see ads for those on my Instagram reel. You know how they have like Amazon suggestions? I'm not kidding. Those centerpieces are on there. How weird is that? How weird is that? You guys, look at this. I don't even know what I want to do next. So I know I need to just stop. And I have these little strips. Look at that. Who knows what I'll do with those? Who knows? Okay. Isn't it scary? Isn't it scary? I'm telling you, I didn't say anything about I didn't, I didn't, who knows? Who knows why that happened? Ooh, I did want to say, registration is still open for Let's Get Artsy with Our Bibles. And we are going to be playing with a brand new, well, I've been playing with it for years, but a new, just a sec, I'll grab one. I have a whole stack of them. So in Let's Get Artsy with Our Bible, we're going to be playing with an Elegant Writer calligraphy pen. And no, we are not doing calligraphy. So I can hardly wait to share that with you on Saturday. So registration is still open if you would like to learn all about this fun new art tool. And to create a cool, pretty picture to put in your Bible. And then on Sunday, we are going to be creating our own foam stamps. So I got one out here. This is just a basic one that I created with fun foam, right? So I did find this thick fun foam on Amazon, I'm sure. But this thinner stuff is just from, Michael's or Joann's or whatever. But you can glue two sheets together to make a thicker stamp. So just know that. You don't have to have the thick stuff. But I'm also going to show you ways that you can use a wood burning tool to add even more details. And we're going to make even more stamps. Yes, ma'am. We're going to make more stamps with more things like cardboard rolls. I'm telling you, my poor husband. We don't throw anything away. No, the conversation was in Texas, Keely. How crazy is that? But I did have my phone there, and we did take some pictures. So I don't know if it got that information from a picture. I don't know. Isn't that just the craziest thing, though? So just know that Artsy Alchemy 4 is open for registration, and Let's Get Artsy with Our Bibles, August 2022 is also open. So I gotta think about what, so I want to do this sheet as a background, but look at how many like bits of collage fodder you could create out of this by cutting things out individually, right? So let's see. Isn't that the craziest thing, Katie? I swear. It's so crazy. Oh, you know what? Also, my niece, they've been posting pictures and they've been tagging me. That might be part of the reason. I don't know. All I know is it's crazy. Oh, Vicky, I hope you're enjoying your summer. I know you have lots of things going on, but just take some moments to just enjoy yourself, you know? We all deserve that. That's for sure. So anyway, like I said, this is full of all kinds of different tickets. These I thought I'm going to use, and I challenge all of you to use with the Howdy art printable. How cool would that be? Because the Howdy is tooled leather, remember? Well, that's what my idea was, but you know, people have used it for all kinds of different things. But these Buffalo Bill Wild West show tickets, I thought would work so nice with that. But this, I want to just create another background. So let's see. Think of some colors. I had this book in college, in art school, that was called Color. I think I have Color and Color 2. And both of those books are full of color combinations. And I love those. But I've also found a few apps that do the same thing. So, something you might think about. I have all these crazy blues. So what if we just, and I put my brush in 2 blues at the same time. And then just with some water, move that color around. And remember, you can grow the depth of your page as you go along, right? I'm just trying to stretch out that paint and color. And I like to go all the way to the edge, so I have edge to edge color. And I like my brush strokes to be kind of higgly-piggly. So I think I'm gonna put my brush again and go into those 2 blues again. Can you see that I'm going into 2 blue? And I'm just gonna slip slap that paint down. Get lots of depth going. Wet it. Move some of that paint. I just like having highs and lows all over. Wet it. Move some of that. Okay, now let's dry it in between colors, in between layers. How are we doing on time? We're doing all right. So I'm going to flip it and then dry it on the back side. Oh, so I was telling you I went to this new lunch place called Salad and Go yesterday. Oh my goodness, it was delicious. And they have, I think maybe 8, like, entree salads that you can choose from. I just chose a Cobb, so that's just easy. But they had, like they had a buffalo chicken one, and they had a, I think maybe a Southwest chicken one, and Caesar, and Greek. I can't remember the others, but anyway, I had that, and then I had this drink called Mango Ginger Cooler. Oh my gosh, so delicious, so delicious. I just drink water now, and every now and again and I'm not a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, so every now and again to have a little something with some flavor that's not carbonated. I mean, I do have a little, Jeff buys me these little cans of 7-Up and Dr. Pepper, so every now and again I have a treat of that, but for the most part, just agua fria. This is still a little bit wet. But the next thing that I want to do is I want to do some stencil work on here. I think that will be fun. And I'm feeling like I want to do it with some distress ink. You know what? I'm going to use shades of blue, and I'm going to use a I know I had a stencil here somewhere. Stop! Look at that Elizabeth Hellier stencil. I just love it. Don't you love it? So I'm thinking, let's go with something, and I'm using oxides because I think that might be kind of fun to fiddle around with. So let's start with Mermaid Lagoon, which, come on, it's so pretty. Maybe I just have blue on the brain because my mother-in-law is having her house painted. That's where Jeff is. Having her house painted blue and white. She loves blue. My father-in-law used to joke that they bought this certain car. Now I don't remember, Opel maybe, because my mother-in-law liked the color. He just lived to make her happy. Because I don't know that that was the car he wanted, but that's what she wanted, and it was going to be her car, right? Okay, let's lift that up. Stop it! I'm curious what will happen, because I do want to do the water drippity drop on top. I'm curious what's going to happen with because the watercolor is underneath, so it will be curious to see what happens once the water hits it and the watercolor underneath. What will happen to the watercolor underneath? It's all just a great big experiment, isn't it? Oh my gosh, have you ever ridden on a plane and, that has movies, and you start a movie and you're not able to finish it because the plane lands? And there have been so many times where I wanted to go, can you just circle around one more time? Because I'm almost to the end. But anyway, such was the case with me and licorice pizza. I was really enjoying it. And then we landed. And so I wasn't able to see what I thought was the end, but I found it on Amazon Prime last night, and you know what the crazy thing is? I missed a lot. I thought I had only missed little bits of it. Stop it, you guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's making me so happy. Look at that. So, shall we do some splatter on here? Or let's dry it and then do something with another stencil. That might be kind of fun. See what happens. And another color. I have this mosaic one, and I'm kind of digging that. That I thought might be cool if I just did what if I do Salty Ocean, because that kind of goes with Mermaid Lagoon, right? But I just do it in some areas. Oh, look at that. Doesn't it look like a swimming pool? It does. It does. And can I tell you, that's one of my favorite things to do in the pool is to just, oh, you guys, I can just while away the hours just watching the water, the reflection on the water, the ripples in the water. It's mesmerizing to me. So I did get to finish licorice pizza last night, and it was very good. they say that with distress oxides, that it works best if you dry in between layers, because then one layer lays right on top of another layer, and that appears to be working with this, right? It doesn't smear, it doesn't smudge. I love it. Okay. Now let's do that drippity drop, which I think is going to be perfect working with this. So while we're waiting for that to just kind of soak in, let's read from the comfort book with my inky fingers. Tuesday's was so good. Let's see where we go today. Growth. We grow through hard times. Growth is change. And when everything is easy, we have no reason to change. The most painful moments in life expand us. And when the pain leaves, space remains. Space we can fill with life itself. Well, ain't that the truth? That was a good one, wasn't it? It just kind of spoke to me. Let's see what happens. It's not as obvious as I had hoped, but it's still there. Whoops. I think if I wouldn't have done the watercolor underneath, I think because it didn't have white to go down to. Do you know what I mean? So the spots are there. They're just not as bright and brilliant as I was hoping. But that's because my base was already coated in a color. But I'm loving it. How about you guys? Are you doing the same, or are you just watching me and then pondering what your next plan of attack is going to be? So this one, I feel like, oh my gosh, I could do so many things with this. So remember that this is the brand new art printable vintage papeterie 7, and it is located on Corbiere-Scott.com, and I can't wait to see what all of you create with it. If you are brand new here, please follow, like, and subscribe to Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then as to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Corbiere-Scott. We would love to have you. We have the best community. All of my, sorry, need a drink. All of my artsy classes and art printables are available on my website, Corbiere-Scott.com. There's also some other things on there. There is a blog that I don't update as often as I should. There is a heading called Anne's Artsy Arsenal, and that is full of art supplies that I love. And so I try to update it as often as I can. And there are links to Amazon on there, so I do get a little bit of money back from each. But seriously, I've had that for over a year, and I think I've made $4. I don't even know if I've made that. I haven't made enough to get a check from them. What does that tell you? But it's a way for you to see what I use and get them easily. So kind of keep that in mind. I'm kind of envisioning where I want to go with this. I feel like it needs to be lightened up a little bit in places. So I wonder if I I can't sing. Remember, I got kicked off because I sung the other day. I didn't get kicked off. I just got part of my video was muted, so I need to quit singing. And you know what's sad? I love to sing, so I sing all the time. I'm wondering if I use a baby wipe, if I could remove some of this color, because it feels really dark in the center there. That's what I'm thinking. Or paper towel. So let's just try a little bit of damp paper towel. Just dip it in my paint water, squeeze out the excess, see what happens. Yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Yes! Let's try it with this one. That's where I want to go. So I hope that everybody is inspired to create a cool background page. And then who knows what we're going to create with this? Who knows? Something cool though, I bet. Dabbing seems to be working the best. Let's see. Nope, we need to dab some more. But we need to be sure to not dab too much because it will rip the paper. Like I think I got a little bit. Let's try that and see what happens. Well, it looks like it is time to bid you adieu. I'm sorry to say. I could just keep layering and layering and layering on here, and I just might. I just might. See, I got a little bit of rip there because I get too ambitious with my layers. But I always figure out a way to fix it. I adore you all. Thank you so, so, so much. So let's meet again on Tuesday, and who knows what we're going to do. Something artsy, I'm sure, with this brand new art printable, Vintage Papeterie 7. And check out Vintage Papeterie 1 through 6 also. They're all kinds of fun. I adore you all. Thanks so much, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.